Good morning. This is breakfast today. I made myself a BLT with onion and some Havarti cheese, avocado mayo. My mouth is literally watering. I just got 3 laps in, and I think I'll save the other 7 for later this evening when hopefully it's not as bright out. It's only 84 degrees right now, but it feels a lot more warm. So I had the pork shoulder steak to make, but I'm not craving that right now. So instead I'm just going to eat some celery with almond butter. So I'm not craving much, but I know later on I'll be hungry. I'm going to eat this before my 2 p.m. cutoff. So let's talk about the title of this video. My biggest hurdle with weight loss. This has been on my mind before, but it kind of comes and goes as I was thinking about it today. And the thing I deal with most, which I feel like other people probably also deal with, is I know that I eat out of boredom, and I know that I emotionally eat, and I just feel like some people, like for myself, I feel like there's not a lot of things that bring me joy in my life. I don't know. I guess I'm not where I thought I would be in life or how I thought life would go. I mean, no one's life ever goes as expected. So it's like I realized that you just kind of have to make the best with what you're dealt. But, I think the way I deal with that is in the past, I've turned to food. Just like the past week, I've been at home basically the whole week. I did try to make a point to go walk around the block with my neighbor, but mostly I've been home. This past Monday, the acting class was canceled, so I didn't go out Monday night. And yeah, I've just been home. I try. I did go out to the grocery store a few times to get groceries, but I really don't want to go out to stores because I don't need to be spending money on anything. And it's like, what do you do to go out? You can go to a bar. If I go to a bar, then you just spend money on drinks and drink things that I shouldn't even be drinking, like alcohol. It's bad for fatty liver disease, which I have. So I don't really need to do that. I don't know. I feel like I would like to go places and interact with people, but there's not really many options for that. It's like wherever you go, you have to go to like a, I don't know, coffee shop and try to talk to people. I don't know. It's doable, but it's also kind of awkward. It would probably be best at a bar to do something like that, I think. But like besides those places, like where does someone go? It's not really communal places where just strangers go. I forget if I've talked about this on my channel before, but there's this, what do you call it? Not a theory, but it's called your 3 places. It's like before the pandemic, we had work as one place, we had our home as the second place, and then we have like somewhere that we would go and hang out, like this communal area that public can come and join you in. That would be our 3rd place. So for example, like imagine the old show Friends. So I say old, but some of us may feel like it's not that old. But in Friends, they worked, although you didn't see much of their jobs, but they did work. And they had their apartment, and then their 3rd place was I forget what it's called, that cafe, Central Perk, I think it's called. Like that's where they all joined. It was mostly just the Friends characters that were already friends, but still, it was like a public place where you could go and just like be within the public. And it's like we don't have that now. It's like nowadays, if you're working remote, you don't have your workplace as one place. You have your home, and then you don't have your third place. So I don't know. I think a lack of those three places like really plays a role in how I feel. Um, so I was just thinking about that, and I don't know. I think I use the improv classes to kind of fill in as one of those places, um, but I don't know. I think I need to find. I love doing improv, but it's a 1 hour drive one way from my house, so that's difficult. And it's mostly listening. I mean, you interact a lot, of course, but um, it's not really the same as just like, socializing with people at, let's say, a cafe. So I think I have to work on finding some more places to just. I need something to occupy my mind. And it's like today I was thinking like there's plenty of things I could be doing around the house. So I thought about working on a gift for someone, but it's like I don't know. I just don't. I'm not in the mood to sit at the computer any more than what I already do for work. And I mean, being at home all day, it's like you get cabin fever. It's like you have to socialize with people. I mean, we're human beings. Human beings are meant to socialize. And I think probably this YouTube channel is one outlet for me. I know, well, you guys can communicate back to me in the comments, but it's nothing like face-to-face conversation. But I still think YouTube's probably a decent outlet for me. But I don't know. I'm thinking about these things, and I realize that I need to find something else. It's like I need to find something to apply my mind to, because like so many times, and in the past I've done this so many times, and also I know that if I just let myself, I'll kind of do it out of routine or just do it by default, and that's just turn to food. I'll be bored, not really know what to do, and I'll just go to the fridge and look at things to eat, try to find things to eat, and sit and watch TV. That was kind of like my default thing to do, and I think a lot of people do that. And I'm not saying that even if I add additional things to occupy my mind that won't ever happen, but I just feel like there's nothing else right now, and I feel like I have to incorporate something else to do with my time. I don't really know what that is, honestly. So, I mean, there's things I could do on the weekend, which are great, but during the week, what do you do during the week? Being single amplifies that also, just, being alone all the time. So, I don't know. I have to find something else to do with my time. I don't really know what that'll be. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But that's definitely the hardest thing, the hardest hurdle to deal with, because I feel like with weight loss in the past, I know, they always say do weight loss for yourself, become healthier for yourself, but at the same time, I feel like I need someone or something to look forward to use as like a goal or like a reason. Not really a goal, but I guess more of a reason to become healthier and lose weight and just to stay motivated. But when you do that, I've learned in the past also, when you use someone or something as like a reason to do something, those things always end up failing or disappointing you in the long run. So I know that's not a good thing to do. So basically, it's like I feel like I want that, but at the same time, I know that it's not going to be beneficial for me to actually be doing that. So I just, I don't know. It's just like I have to That's why I feel like I have to apply my mind to something else. I have to find something to fill the time, or else I'll just kind of give up and just start eating again. Um, so I don't know. I guess it's important to recognize that. Um, I think probably a lot of people deal with that in weight loss. So you have to just find your reason on why you're doing this. And at the same time, sometimes it's best just to get out of your head. And I don't know, just like you have to keep telling yourself you're doing this because you don't want to trash your body. You don't want to have a worse quality of life. Um, like, regardless of what you do, you're still going to, most likely, tomorrow will come and you have to decide, do I want to ingest this ultra processed crap that's going to make me feel bloated and feel like trash? Like, do I want to feel like that tomorrow, or would I rather feel less bloated and just more motivated throughout the day to maybe do something productive or creative? So what you eat in the moment, it's like we don't really think of the after effects of what we eat, but in the background of your mind, you just have to remember that you're eating for a better tomorrow. And although you may not know what tomorrow will bring, it's like you still have to do it, because you have to give yourself that opportunity, that chance. If you don't give yourself that chance, then you're never going to evolve, grow, and experience something new. So that is one thing that I tell myself too. It's like, although times like this might be difficult, I have to realize that I don't know what the future can hold. However, I do know I want to be healthier and more capable to experience the future, experience it feeling better, being healthier. So I tell myself that. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, I think really it's just getting out of your head. My problem is trying to find something to use as like this reason to keep motivating me to lose weight. But I just have to realize that this is something that I'm doing for my future, something that I'm doing for myself. It's something that I'm doing for my future self. I have no idea what that's going to be, how that's going to look. In the moment, you can feel depressed and like there's, I don't know, the lack of knowing the future just makes it difficult, I guess. So you just have to do it for those reasons, I think. I mean, it's difficult, but that's just the way you have to push yourself, I guess. I'm going to take a minute to think about what I was going to say. I guess I was just going to talk about, things aren't really going to come to you. It's like you have to, with friendships, with anything, it's like you have to make the initiative to do something, because like things just, things won't come to you at all. So if I want to hang out with friends more often, then I need to start prioritizing those relationships and actually planning to do things, and changing my habits of not having those things revolve around food. So many times going out with friends, we've got to restaurants and eat a lot. I have to be able to change those habits and realize that I don't need to stuff myself with ultra processed food and seed oils and all this other crap to have fun with friends. It's like my taste buds don't have to be involved with that. Try to find friends that, if I've been wanting to ride a wave runner for like all my life, and I have never done it. So get some friends, go out on a wave runner. If you don't have friends that want to go out on a wave runner, then yeah, try to just find different friends or someone who's interested. Just you got to make the pursuit to try to find something better. So there is, I forget how it went exactly, but it was like this saying. A lot of people are sometimes socially awkward, which I was definitely like that in the past. I feel like I've gotten better. Like in certain situations, I can feel awkward, but I feel like I've definitely gotten better. Um, but there was like this saying, like everyone wants to do something, but they're just waiting for you to ask. And I think that's true. I think a lot of people might feel awkward or like, oh, let's not exchange numbers and talk to each other because that might just be awkward or come off as so weird. But there's a lot of people who are waiting, who want to do that, to communicate and do stuff, but they just feel awkward or initiating that. So you have to go out of your way to initiate things. I don't know. That's kind of a different topic, I guess. Different topic than losing weight, but it's something important to do, I guess, to have on your mind. Anyways, I don't know if this was worth making, but hopefully it was worth it to someone. It's worth it to myself. It's kind of like a journal to myself, honestly. I know I don't speak very quick on these videos, and that's just because I don't have a script. A lot of YouTubers have a script, and I could definitely create a script if you want fake videos, but this is the real me. So this is kind of like this is a proper vlog, video log, video journal. So yeah, it's just these thoughts that are going through my mind, and the thoughts they do relate because when you feel these things and you don't really know which way to go in life, that can definitely affect your weight, especially if the way that you deal with it is with food, which I know so many people do. That's a challenge to recognize those things and then also try to change it with something that isn't food. Food just gives you that dopamine rush that you crave, and it's such an easy hit to get with food. But it's dangerous because you can eat a whole package of Oreos in one sitting and then feel like trash afterwards. And what do you have to show for it? It's like you got nothing to show for it. You sat there and did nothing, and now it's in your body and you can't even taste it anymore. So it's like complete waste. I don't know. It's just that temporary satisfaction of tasting something isn't worth not recognizing these issues in your life and trying to fix them. It's like there's bigger issues in my life that I have to work on, and I have been working. There's the things that I don't talk about that I do work on. I don't know if it'll ever be resolved, but it's gaining more knowledge into these things makes you more aware, and also enables you to be more aware of your decisions you're making based on them. I think it's actually called CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. It's when you become aware of your thinking pattern, and you're so aware that you're able to change the way that you respond to those specific thinking patterns. So I think it's very beneficial to at least be aware of what you're dealing with. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. 10 laps have been completed, and I'm pretty hot, sweaty. But I feel better after having done it. So I just ran out to Publix. I was looking through my fridge and realized I only have one pork shoulder steak, and that's not going to feed me for breakfast. I was going to save it for lunch. So anyway, I had to run out and get some stuff. I was thinking of vegetables to grill, and I really liked how I grilled, or how the broccoli turned out when I grilled it about a month ago. So I got more broccoli. Truly grass-fed cheese. This was BOGO. I got some Rebel butter pecan ice cream. Only 1 gram of sugar per pint. If you haven't tried this, it's really good. For some reason, pickle sounded good. Now, if you know me, you realize that I despise cucumbers, but I can handle pickles. These were actually half sour pickles, which I don't know if I've ever tried sour. I've tried, like, what's it called? Bread and butter pickles, which is kind of sour, which I don't like, but I don't know. This had half sour. It's half sour. They use lemon juice in it, so I guess that's where they get the sourness. So I thought I'd try them. Got a little thing of spring mix to make a salad. I got this for breakfast tomorrow, the broccoli rabe and Romano cheese. I like that a lot. Got some avocados. There's one avocado on the counter over there, but it's not ripe. And these are ready to go. I like the size of these too. Like, you can do one in one meal easy. They're pretty small, so I like that. The cashews, not super low carb friendly, but they were BOGO. This is kind of a little treat. So I got dill pickle and salt and pepper. I had to dig for those too. It was like they were all buried underneath sugar-coated cashews, honey-coated and sweet and salty. Then I got a chicken thigh. I'm thinking I'll grill my pork shoulder steak. I don't think I've ever really grilled pork before. So I'll grill that steak and also grill this chicken. And I don't know, maybe I'll eat it all tomorrow. Maybe I'll save some chicken for some leftovers. We'll see how that pans out. I've actually got a few things planned this weekend, so I didn't buy too much meat because I plan to be eating at these get-togethers. I'm going to try to do as low carb as I can. But anyway, that's my Publix haul for tonight. All of this was around, I think, $54.